not super loudly, but I'm like, wow, this is like, what a.
All right. Hi, everyone. We are back. Welcome back to The Gays. So, what is this? Episode 5, right?
Yeah. Episode 5, yeah.
Yeah, episode 5. So, we are in an interesting time right now in our lives, all three of us, because we are all preparing to somehow head back to university.
Mm-hmm. Right.
How are we feeling?
So I start in about 2.5 weeks, and of course, we're going all online, all remote. I'm just kind of nervous and a little bit because it's really hard to focus online for me. Last semester I took one class I was going to be online, and already that was kind of like, oh, I gotta get this shit done. Oh my god, I forgot this is happening. I've missed deadlines on stuff like that. So I'm kind of worried about that, but I don't know. It's something new, and I don't know what to expect from it, to be honest. Yeah.
Lexi?
It's a whole science experiment.
She said, yeah.
Yeah, it's because the thing is honestly, we really don't know how it's gonna go. So it's every day is trial and error. Something bad could happen, and then we're just stuck in the middle of it.
My question is, are you going back full?
Yeah, fully.
No.
Yes.
Wait! I didn't even know that.
Yes, so they're gonna do some modifications. Everyone's getting a single room, and when you go, the classroom is gonna be socially distanced in this type of way, and
we're at the top. We're California, so
right.
New York got their shit together, but
right. I do live in an area of the United States where numbers are lower than others. Not ideal, but they're lower than other states, I guess. But even then,
right.
it's gonna be altered school, but not necessarily 100% the way it was before. So it's gonna be every day is gonna be something new. Something bad might happen. We might have to there is a chance that we could get kicked out if something breaks out on campus. So it's just every day's science experiment.
I didn't even know that you were going back to school fully. I thought you were going remote. I thought you were going back to the dorms, but I didn't know you guys were going.
Me too. I had no clue.
Yeah. I think it might be hybrid. Some will be, in person. Some might be off campus. But I think, what do you call it? Most of it, will be classes that are socially distanced for the most part. And then if we really do need to have it online, do it remotely, then it will be done that way. But I believe most things will be in person. My school's kind of small, so it's
right.
Yeah,
you can kind of control it better, but we'll see.
It's something about just reopening in general is just a little weird.
Yeah.
Too soon.
It's just
Very
rushed, yeah.
And the paying of full tuition and
God.
Yes.
No, I so they raised our tuition. The nerve. You see, raised our tuition.
That's I said.
Yeah, they raised our ours kind of went up because health insurance and things like that because of
I don't care. You better lower that shit.
Right.
Zoom University?
Yeah,
Come on.
University.
Well, this is a good segue because our topic today, as you guys saw, is roommates. Living with some other people.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So we all have some very interesting roommate stories. Debacles? Who wants to go first? James, I feel like you have the best one.
Yeah.
When
was the first time? When was the first time you started living on your own? Not with not your family.
Right.
So that was literally a few days ago, and then a year before. is when I moved to LA, Santa Monica, and the roommate that I don't even like talking about it because it still just pisses me off to this day. Oh my god, I want to beat her ass like every single fucking day. Beat her ass, the house down, boots, because the amount of trickery, tomfoolery, she was
It's
just
like, where do we
not.
start?
There's just a lot to go, but there's just some people that they move out too early than they should. Like they're not ready to move out. And
Right.
my roommate just was not mature enough to move out, and it definitely showed on the way like our apartment lived, the cleanliness of things, of like her space.
Come on, get into it. No, don't be shy.
Bitch, she was dirty, leaving dishes in her damn room. And mind you, let's not even talk about the fucking living situation because that was on my thing that was just stupid on my part. I fucking took the living room and she had a room. I had to go to across her room to get to the bathroom. Mind you, we paid even to our $2,000 rent in LA.
Nope,
And
couldn't
this
be me.
bitch was just not it. Would not clean up after, would not make her bed, clothes all around the floor. I see trash, paper wrappers of her fucking granola bars. Like, come on, girl. Her goldfish and shit like that. Like,
see, for me, I didn't have anything that was that bad. Like, so my situation is really weird because my entire living experience was totally fine. Like, the whole time we were roommates, it was very nice. And, like, my roommate, we found each other on Facebook. I didn't, like many people do that. Had similar interests. Like he was into K-pop too. We were just like, we really, really clicked. We really got
was he
along.
was he you know, was he?
He was.
Right.
No, so
Girls and gays only.
What?
Girls and gays only is our roommate.
Yeah,
but, like,
no,
fuck that bitch. Anyway,
well,
go ahead.
We're getting to that. Yeah. It was really cordial. It was really nice, and like I felt really, really lucky that I got to have that experience because a lot of people like just live with people they don't like. You know, it's just like more like a business situation. James.
Ebony staring to the camera.
Literally. Right. And so I got lucky, but the weird part, so get into this, right? When Corona hit, we moved out like maybe like a day or two before it was moving out, like before I got up to Davis. I saw like on his story, like he was moving out too, and he didn't tell me at all. But like I had a feeling we were all gonna move out, whatever. But like I was like still sending him messages, and then it was weird because I didn't get anything back, and so I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, why isn't he responding?
Yeah.
So then I was a little bit suspicious because he would always send me TikToks, and like I would go look at them and then we would comment on them, right? And then I went to go send him one on Twitter. Blocked the house. Literally, can you believe?
Yeah.
Like, so this whole time it left me wondering, like did I do something? Like, was it me?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
What? Because I thought we had a perfectly like cordial like living environment, whatever. And like we were pretty open about like communicating with each other. So for me, it's like, okay, that just proved me you could totally live with someone. Let's talk about the roommate situation. You could totally live with someone for a year and not know who you're living with.
Yeah, because the way it sounds, that sounded very planned. Like he planned to block you. Yeah. Whether it was Corona that got you out of there or the end of the year getting you out of there. He planned that. When you move out, that was like, yeah, very calculated.
Yeah, it was very smack cam. I was not expecting it.
Even me and my roommate, like while we were living together, we were already blocked from each other. Like we had all each other's social medias, all these things, and then once we had a big falling out, everything was blocked. I said block from Snapchat, block from all of these things. Like I don't want to see, I don't want to hear you.
Yeah,
so, but like that's weird because you guys had like a like. From the surface, it was a good relationship.
No,
like you guys were hanging out outside too.
Yeah. We just like outside of being roommates, we would always hang, and then also too like several times, like we had very deep like conversations at night. Like we stayed up, like we would be like ready to go to bed, and then we just talk about like life, like deep like stuff, that you don't really share with a lot of people. So it was a real shock to me. So that just proves you could totally live with like a sociopath or like, I mean, I'm not calling him a sociopath. Like he was a very nice person, but like you can live with someone like
sociopath, bitch, if you're watching this.
You can live with someone with sociopathic tendencies, or like, someone who's just like there, and gets you. So interesting. Alex, what about you? Cause
right, yeah. Come on, Alex.
Yeah, I probably lived the longest with roommates. I've had like 3 going on to 4 this upcoming year, like, roommate situations. And well, first of all, I'm the type of person where I don't, what do you call it? If it's a random matching and it's someone that I don't know already beforehand, I'm not the type to like become your friend. Like I just am not that type of person. I don't know you. So like the whole blocking on Instagram, like I don't even have your Instagram to begin with. Like my first roommate, I do, because we were mutual friends, and like it wasn't matched. It was more like he didn't have a room, so like I came up to him and was like, through mutual friends, we became roommates and whatnot. But like my other ones, like my sophomore, my junior ones, I don't like wherever they are right now. Power to them. I do not.
Sorry to this man. I would not know.
Right.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Like, I do not know this man, because it's like, it's very like, I don't know. It's just, the thing about me and my college life, if you know me, is that my room is only used for me to sleep. And I wake up, I'm out the whole day. I'm not in my room. My room is for sleeping. Yeah. Like there's some people who like live in their rooms, and that's them. They love like that type of environment space. But like when I'm living living with someone else, and at the time that like, anyone can walk in, anyone, like other people have control of that space as well. For me, I feel like leaving and like doing my things outside and just coming back to sleep and like shower maybe is like, that's how I operate. So yeah,
I could not do that. I have to have a relationship with the people I'm living with, because it's like, girl, like we see each other too
really
often.
interesting.
Like, I need to feel comfortable with you. And like also like, even like this year I'm living with 4 people I know, and I could have easily like decided not to live with them. Like I could have just like, found people on Facebook again. But for me, it's like a comfort level thing. So like a couple of friends I made this year, and girl, 2 roommates left our party, like the Rona, and like, so we were supposed to be 6, now we're 4. So 2 people are singling, and I'm in a double, but I'm in a double with like a person I'm really close with. So I'm excited, because now we have this friendship and time to build it before, which is.
But are you afraid even a little bit that relationship's gonna plummet? Because I knew this person, and well, we weren't besties or whatever, but we were acquaintances. Like, we were from the same town. She went to the rival high school of mine, and we met at the gym. Cute acquaintances, snap here and there, and then the acquaintances just became. We're just living together, and then it just became this bitch.
This is a business relationship.
Right. Yeah.
My resident director at my college, she left by now, but she told me this, and it forever sticks with me. Like, choose someone who you have similar living habits. So it's better to choose the random whatever robot that chooses you based on a survey. It's better to choose that than someone like, oh, it's cute, friendly at orientation, but it's like you can really hate someone by their living habits. And then like by the end of the like year, you hate them. It's better to choose someone who like you match with like living wise.
Yeah.
Like the way you shower, the way you clean.
Surveys.
What
about those bitches lying on their surveys? They're like,
oh well, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother. Yeah, that's
not really.
Yeah,
not lying on the survey.
Yeah.
Please. Who are you performing for?
Right.
But yeah, I don't think I'm scared. Because I've tried to like move on from that situation and put it like, I can't control what anyone else is gonna do. That's something with them. You know what? That's between them and their God. Like it was.
Whatever they think of you. Remember, as Azealia Banks said, your Your problems with me are not my problems.
My
They're your
problems.
problems.
Your problems with me are not my problems. Those are your problems.
They're your problems.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, maybe 6 months ago, it would have bothered me, but no, this person I'm with, I have very like, organic friendship with. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Right. That's why, like, look, right now, I live with my brother and the girlfriend, and I'm fine because, like, obviously, I live with my brother my whole life. Like, I know his living habits, and like, the girlfriend is very like, she's very go with the flow, and she's really nice and stuff like that. So, like, right now, I'm like fine, like, I'm living comfortably, whatever. But when the whole Corona, if it ever goes down, please, and I go back to LA, and or when I transfer to hopefully UCLA, anyways. Anyways, yeah. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want to like look for like a good roommate. Like, honestly, I don't even want to deal with the whole situation. I want to rent a room. I want kitchen privileges. So if I want to cook something, let me go.
Apartment.
No, literally, like, if I had the coins, the studio apartment of it all in LA, like, obviously, I don't even care if it's really, really small. I like to have my own space, and it's just, I don't want to deal with people. Like, I don't want to live with friends anymore. Like, I just don't, like, or acquaintances, please. And then I don't want to do any of that. I just want my own space. I want to go, but I also like unlike Alex, I like to live in my space. Like, right. I'm dipping it and doing it in the kitchen. I'm doing all these things. Right. Like, I want to be able to do like, that stuff.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Like, right, but yeah, it's just like I just roommates. Okay, my advice: roommates that you know, don't do that shit. You might as well just do a random bitch because you don't want to mess up with that relationship. You go in like thinking we're gonna get closer. We're acquaintances, but we're gonna be friends. Right. But that's just not the case. You guys are absolutely not gonna be friends. Like,
also, I very take a penny, leave a penny, and I like this because again, we all have different perspectives.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I kind of agree with that to an extent. I feel like even if I live with you guys, there's probably some things you do, like,
that's annoy you.
That would, like, Cameron and his essential oils at night, whatever he's meditating. I don't know, but you know, Cameron loves his
Alex at 5 a.m. still watching,
right?
And we're just trying to sleep, and I see the light. I'm like,
right, and you know me, I'm a night owl. Like, I'm up till 5 a.m. watching anime or whatever, dancing in the living room. So it's like whatever. So like, it might, you know, things like that. It's like completely harmless things to us, but like to other people, it could be like. Yeah. So.
Right.
Well, let's before we move topics out, let's discuss like maybe what are your roommate pet peeves? Go.
Not washing your dishes. I fucking hate that shit.
Oh.
Like, oh my god, no.
See, there was only one time where I left my dishes a little too long. It was over winter break because I forgot to do them before I left. I left in a hurry.
Oh, we came back. Not leaving them for the whole break. Oh.
Yeah, we had to. Some of those were lost causes. I had to throw those out. But, yeah, cleanliness. Let's talk about it. I thought we had this conversation, but.
Oh yeah, we did. But I guess your body and your space is different.
It's a bit different.
For me, I really don't care. Like, you can mess up the thing is, I'm big on sides. Like. This is my side. This is your side. Right. You can leave your side messy as long as there's no smell. Because smell kind of like ruins the whole vibe. Yeah. But like if your stuff is stacked on your side, I'm perfectly fine with that. Just don't let it get to my or the communal space, and then I'm good. Like, I'm good. Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah. So
I think for me, it's just like the person that I live with. Like, she had the room to herself, and I had to go through the bathroom. And when I would just walk, and then when you're walking on carpet, you know when it's dirty. Like, you can just feel like crumbs on the carpet. Like,
the Doritos.
It's literally like I'm walking, and I'm like, oh, I feel a little dirty now. I'm like, this bitch didn't have a vacuum, none of that gig. And I'm like,
oh, that's crunch. What?
Right, literally, like. I know you were crunchy, but now the floor is crunchy.
What's
So,
that crunch bar? Oh, no. What's that crunch?
What's a crunch? Yeah. I feel like
I'm kind of messy myself sometimes, but like obviously, I'm not gonna.
Right.
It's
Oh,
not
Lord.
like that.
You know when like you have so much stuff piled on, like work and like school and all this stuff, your room just is like a visual
Oh.
representation of your mind.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm very like
Mhm.
organized. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But
Respect.
right, respect. Let's talk about
Okay,
it.
about respect. Okay, I definitely did some things that were very disrespectful because I was so angry.
You were pushed to the edge. Yeah.
Very that. Also, when we had a problem, me and her, not her sister texting my mom about the situation.
Your mom.
My mom, her sister,
Her sister?
my
Are
mom.
we 5?
Literally, and that's why I said you are not ready to move out because you're not an adult.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, you would have came to me and then we would have had a conversation. So then I started. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do stuff to actually piss you off because you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. I got time. So whenever I have friends over, I said, crank that shit up. She might be sleeping. Crank that music up. Crank our fucking voices up. Cause let's do it, girl.
Wow, petty.
No,
Well,
ma'am.
that's very James. Like, James,
Literally.
if you mess with him, he's gonna come at you. Like, that's a
And
Sagittarian energy.
Woo, girl, there are just some things I would call her a bitch in the living room. I woke up one morning and I woke up to her.
Alex's face, sorry. Alex was like jaw drop.
I woke up one morning and the bitch it was like what 7 a.m. 7:30, something like that. She's on her phone with her mom, her mom and her sister, loud as fuck, right? And I'm like, okay, but it's like 7 a.m. Like, so I'm like, I get disturbed from my beauty rest, and I'm like, oh, and like a little bit, not super loudly, but I'm like, wow, this fucking bitch, like, what a and and then they're all mad and shit. And I'm like, okay, I called you that, but you're gonna have, but okay, and what about it? Are you gonna be my ass? Yeah, I'm just, because hell no, like absolutely not, like out of my beauty school. Also, I actually was working a job. You were not working a job, girl.
Right.
So like, not about it. And I just obviously like now that I'm out of there, I'm like, wow, that was very rude, and like maybe I shouldn't have gone about it, but very pushed my edge. And like these bitches, like every single day, whenever I would have to talk shit about her.
The thing about me though, and maybe it's the whole Scorpio, the whole don't trust nobody, but I'd rather.
You're a plotter.
No, well that and also like I would never let someone know me enough to the point of them being able to like do that. Like for example, going back to like how I am with roommates, they do not know a thing about me. They do not. There was one time one of my friends came to my door, knocked on the door. Oh, is Alex in here? He's like, Alex, who's that? Like they don't even know my first name. this is when I was in a room with 4 people. So it's like,
oh my god.
But it's like,
this is giving Wendy's the killer.
It's like they don't even know. Like you do not know nothing about me, and maybe it's like a protection method or whatever. But like to the point of like, I want to remain mysterious. In the way that like you feel like you don't even want to come and talk to me or approach me. Is that weird or like in the way
it's
that
just so like opposite of me, like because like I said, for act with the people I live with.
I see it as like just like like we all know we're here for school. We're all here to just like get in and get out. That's how I see it. But it's like I'm not here to make friends with you. Like I already have my friends, so it's like that's how I feel.
This is not Manhattanville's next best friend race.
Not you trying to dox me. No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we just all have the way that we live. Like
it's all different, so it's important.
It's all different.
Yeah.
But obviously, like about me calling her names.
Bye.
Maybe those were choices, but also I could only take so much. Like I'm stressed with work, stressed with school, and then on top of this, like my home, like I can't even get my cute little rest.
Yeah. Home seems to be a
Right.
sanctuary. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
literally. And I was just is the tip of the iceberg, and this is not about it.
So I guess what we're saying is, yeah, we all have different preferences, as you can see from even just us. So know who you're living with and talk things out before.
No.
Figure out,
No.
Know yourself. Know yourself.
Oh,
How
that's
you
true
live.
too.
Don't lie about it to seem cute. Like,
Right.
be real about it. Yeah.
Be upfront what bothers you, what doesn't, and be open about it. Because at the end of the day, like, what does James always say?
Closed mouths do not get fed at the end of the day.
Exactly. So you have to like voice, if there's something that's bothering you, you better voice it so you guys can fix it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that wraps it up, right, girlies,
Yeah.
for this episode?
Right. Well, good luck on your guys' upcoming roommate experiences.
I'm living in a single.
Right. It's a pandemic single.
Yeah.
I'm living with a roommate, so.
Oh,
But like I said, I'm excited.
you guys are close, so hopefully nothing
Right.
goes wrong.
No, I think we'll be fine. We're gonna be
Yeah.
good. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode. We'll see you guys in the next
Thank you.
one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.